So I just wanted to let everybody know that I will not be going live anymore. I don't. There's no benefit in it for me. TikTok. I have been. I mean, I'm just very discouraged. TikTok has sent me into a viral depression. Like, just really a spot. You guys don't understand as content creators what it is that we're going through. You guys see the content, you see us push out, and people look at the views and they think that, like, hey, this person's doing really well. No, no, no. It's a lot of us who are experiencing this, and we're not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's, hey, whatever, but I'm really just at a point where I'm just discouraged. I don't want to go live anymore. They banned my live gifting this morning, said it doesn't align with whatever. People come in there and say whatever they want to me. I literally was in my live taking care of my children this morning, packing their teachers' gifts. Nothing crazy was going on in there, no storytelling, no nothing. And so it's hard for me to really understand it when you guys know that this other creator, Rizzy, just unalived herself. Rest in peace, Rizzy. On TikTok Live. She was on Messy Talk being bullied by everyone on Messy Talk. And when you see these screen sharings of what they were saying to her on Messy Talk and the things they were saying about her, I'm not really sure how TikTok didn't flag those lives. I'm not really sure why that was allowed to go on that long.
We have an epidemic now where TikTok creators, content creators on these platforms are not making any money. Before they were making a lot of money. They saying that TikTok changed the algorithm where you get seen less, you making less money per views. But the reason why is because a lot of y'all ain't providing no substance. I think that's what it is. A lot of y'all are saying the same things over and over again, and you're not providing any value. Yes, it's sad about the person that passed away because people were bullying her. Yes, TikTok needs to check that out. But the reason why a lot of social media creators are not making money, especially on the TikTok platform, is because you guys already made it popular. You guys didn't have no equity in TikTok. You were making the money, but at the end of the day, when somebody else is in charge of your money, they can do whatever they want. You were making a lot of money to gain popularity for the platform. Now the platform is popular. They don't really need you. They could pay you peanuts. They already getting the advertising dollars because they have the users. You guys been played. But the real people that killed in TikTok or killed in social media, period, have other things. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, it's a marketing platform. You're supposed to have products and things that you can market so you can build your other business up by building your brand. TikTok and all these platforms are used to build your brand. So if you're building a brand, you're going to have products. That's why you look at somebody like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. You look at somebody like Anton Daniels. They're building up a brand for themselves. They're not depending on the income from TikTok or Instagram. We all know YouTube is the best, but you're still building up your brand. See, going live and getting money from people, that's pandering. But what are you providing in value? When you see a lot of people, yes, you got some funny content, but what are you providing? You become the same. You guys become that same hashtag. You guys are grouped. You guys are not different. What are you saying? You're just saying what everybody else is saying? You're not being different. So now what we see in 2026, the people that are different, the people are not that are the black sheeps are the ones that's going to be getting paid. But I tell you this, when I've seen and getting into this game and doing social media, YouTube is the best. I've always said that. I've always felt that. I used to have a big following on Instagram. Wasn't making nothing. Wasn't really helping, but it did build me as a brand, but it's not really nothing that you can make money on. See, what you guys are doing is you guys are trying to find the easiest way to make money, but you want that money to last forever. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, what else? Snap. All these platforms are there for you to build your brand to become something, and then you have a product. Just follow the same thing that like Kim Kardashian is doing. You know, she's popular, but she's not depending on the income from these platforms, but she has the products to push through. Skims, you know, Kylie has her brand $1 billion. Look at what Rihanna's doing. You use social media as a platform to build your brand, marketing. But if you're just going on there talking about current events, not really providing any value, you know, being negative, being messy, of course you're not gonna make any money. You're doing everything else. You're doing the same thing that the next person is doing. You could be easily be replicated. And I think that's what TikTok did, is they look and they said, okay, well, we got the users now. We're, you know, everybody's gonna come to us. So why do we need to pay you? You're not providing any value. It's all about providing value in anything that you do. Yes, if somebody's launching something, you're going to make a lot of money because they want the users. But once they get their quota or they get their amount that they want, they'll start defunding you. They'll start taking money from you. Now you got to work 3 times as hard to make what you used to be making. But it's because you guys get settled in and saying, okay, this is going to last forever. One thing I can tell you, if somebody is in charge of your money and paying you and controlling your views, whatever you were getting before will not last forever. All these content creators are getting pissed off because they may have millions and millions of people following, but only 30,000 people are watching their videos. There's a discrepancy. You're not hot. What value are you providing? What thoughts how are you helping me make money? You guys are just talking and rambling and just want people to agree with you, but this is the reason why you're not hitting no more.
But I don't want to participate in the rhetoric. And so I say that in the way of, as a black single mother creator, a creative, someone just trying to make it someone who shares my life and heals out loud, TikTok has discouraged me. Every other day, it's a violation for something. There's nobody you can talk to. Everything is AI. But AI knows so much that they didn't know to stop those people from bullying Rizzy. But you came into my live this morning. I appealed it, and my appeal was not approved. You came into my live this morning and told me that my gifting is suspended. I don't even see a point in going live anymore. This is how discouraged I am, because no matter how much I push, no matter how much positivity or content I'm pushing or sharing my life, it's always something on this application. And I appreciate TikTok for letting us share our life. But if you guys have a problem with me or my kind or what I'm doing or whatever, then y'all should just say that, because it's not just me. If you scroll down, there's a lot of creators saying the same thing. And so we're just trying to figure it out, because it's discouraging, it's depressing for creators. Like, at some point, like, when do we get to speak to a human? When does a human watch our appeal instead of AI? Because clearly AI doesn't know everything, because if they knew everything, TikTok, Rizzy would still be here, potentially. Because they would have banned Messy Talk from all those people that spoke about her so illy and bullied that girl online. And I know TikTok sees the clips everywhere, because that's where I'm seeing them, on other creators' pages.
We are in a time now where, especially on these platforms, engagement, that's what they want. And I believe now that, not even now, it's always been like that. It doesn't matter how they get the engagement. Why would they delete something that's getting them so much people on there to talk and engage in conversation? I know it's weird. I know it's wrong. But if this is pushing their platform, don't you think they'll keep it? Why would they give you the chance to make money and take views away, but you ain't really talking about nothing? You're not really building an audience, or you're not getting engagement like a Messy Talk. What happened to that girl was sad, getting bullied and stuff like that, but I think that's why people need to stop taking social media so seriously. You need to stop taking social media so seriously, where it's your life, where it's your sole income. Social media is not a job. It's not like what it was 5 or 10 years ago. It's not a job. It's something to build your brand so you can have products. So many creators are getting upset, but when you look at their page, they talking about the same shit. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just looking at it as a business opportunity, as a business standpoint. If you are the same as somebody else, why would I have to pay you? Why would I want you to get money? The money's going to go to the things on, especially on TikTok, with high engagement. I see so many things that make no damn sense, but they get the highest engagement. It's because they got the people going. What happened to that girl was sad. I'm going to keep saying that, but they go keep that on there because of the engagement. They don't want you to be in there because maybe you're not getting the engagement that you need to be getting. See, what's now going on now, TikTok is going to reward those or give more people that push of people that are getting engagement, no matter how it happens. No matter how it happens. There's a lot of reckless things you see on TikTok. You're like, how's this on there? But it's getting engagement. If people are engaging on it, they're going to keep it pushing. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, going to keep it rocking. Also, too, stop taking the social media shit so seriously. It's okay to, you can make money, You can build your brand, but stop taking it so seriously. It's not your end all be all for you. Please, please. No fluff morning show coming soon. Go get her Patreon coming soon. Build an empire to where you don't need these social media platforms. You know, but don't let it be your sole income. I'm telling you. I'm out.